Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing a Kickstarter preview of Eila and Something Shiny. Now I know there might be multiple pronunciations of this name. It's E-I-L-A. I pronounce it Eila just because it seems to be the American pronunciation, and after all, that's where I'm from. So if there's a different pronunciation, I apologize if I'm using the wrong one. Now this is made by Ice Makers Games, and this is a story-driven adventure game that's going to be using cards, and it's also going to be using resources as well to prolong and go through our adventure. Our main character is right here. This is Eila, our bunny. It looks absolutely awesome. It's a stuffed animal I got with this demo copy. Now, of course, this is a demo copy, so anything you see here is a prototype material that in all of this could change at any time. Even the story that's inside this box may not even be part of the actual Kickstarter when it comes out. And when that Kickstarter comes out, I'll make sure to put a link right up here so that you can go to the Kickstarter and find out all the info you want about this game. Now in this video, I'm going to go ahead and set the entire board up, and we're actually going to go right through chapter 0. We're going to go through our Prelude quest, and we're going to see how it all unfolds. Are you excited to see if Eila and Something Shiny can make it through her trip? Then I need you to meet me at the table. Now to begin our setup, we're going to take our handy little holder right here. We're going to put it right up there. That is going to be our what's considered the upcoming holder for our cards. Anything in there is cards that are going to be upcoming. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the cards for our Prelude quest here. They're going to be 1 through 11. We're going to place them out here. Now all the ones with green, those are going to be our upcoming cards. We're going to place them right in our deck holder. And then we have our red and blue cards. We're going to separate those and put them up here. These are different events that can happen during the adventure, and we're going to be putting those into sometimes some of the decks, or we're going to be removing them from some of the decks, and we'll see how that all goes during the playthrough. Next, we have to make sure our resources are readily available. There's 6 different resources in this game. 3 of them are considered our physical resources. We have food, gold, and magic stones, so that you can gather these during our adventure. Now we can only ever have 8. If you have to gain one and you don't have room for it, you can choose not to gain it, or you have to remove one that you already have. For example, say we gain a gold and we already have, let's say, 8 carrots. We'd have to discard a carrot, that one would go away, and we'd be able to put our gold in there. Now we have physical, we have non-physical as well. We have knowledge, energy, and we also have fear. We have energy as our green one, knowledge is our gray one, and fear is our brown one. Again, this is the same type of deal as our physical ones. We can only ever have 8. And at any time, if you want to gain one, you have to lose another one. The only difference is our fear cubes. If we have to take a fear cube and we don't have any place to place it, we have to discard either a knowledge or an energy cube to be able to place that fear down. You can never choose not to take fear. You have to do that. So we don't start with any, but I just want you to know that there are cubes are readily available. Now at any time during our game, we can choose to give up 2 food to gain an energy. This can happen at any time. We could also give up 6 books to get a magic stone. So those magic stones are pretty precious in this game. The next thing we have to do is get our quest out. This is our quest for the Prelude. It's designated by this tree right here. It shows that this is going to be our Prelude quest. Now on this card, there's many things going on. Right here is our night track. As we go through the game, we're going to have to get done with it before it reaches the top. If it reaches the top, we have lost the Prelude and we have to start again. Also over here is our health. We have 3 health for this adventure. And if we lose 3 health during the adventure, then we're going to have to also start again. We have failed. Now in order to complete the actual objective here on our quest card, we have to lock 2 books up here. Now you can lock them during the night phase, and we'll go over that, how that works in the playthrough. I'm going to put it right there, and it's all set to go. Next, we're going to go ahead and place out our habit cards. These are located with an H down here, and 0, 1, and 2, and 3, and so forth and so forth. And there's obviously going to be more during the actual game. This is just a Kickstarter demo copy. We're going to put those right over there. We may gain these during the adventure. I don't know. We'll find out. The next thing we have to do is go ahead and get our items out. These are the items. I don't know what they're going to do, and I don't know what they're going to be good for. We're going to put them right over here. Now, if you don't have the playmat, they also do come with these cards as well. These cards are basically the exact same thing as these. I just have to put them in the right order. There we go, just like that. And they can be played. If you didn't have the playmat, you could do it like this. Now, of course, I don't know if this is going to be part of the whole Kickstarter extravaganza here, or if this is going to be added on material. We'll find out when the Kickstarter happens, but I do love this mat. It looks really cool. I like the artwork behind this. It's going to be really, really awesome. Now, another thing this game comes with is these awesome comics. And as you play through it, you're going to be able to read these comics. But I'm not going to read them right now. We're supposed to read the one for 0, but the Prelude quest does not come with a Prelude comic. It only comes with the ending. So once you finish the Prelude quest, you can read through this comic. And there's one for each of the different chapters as we go through the game. So the last thing we have to do is put out our health. Once our health is out here, we're going to be all set to start this game. And the way it's going to work is we're going to draw cards from the upcoming deck of cards up here in our draw deck, and we're going to place them out here, and we're going to have to make some decisions as to what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and start. Now there's two different phases to this game. There's a present, a past, and a future. And as we play, the cards are going to fall into these different categories, and we're going to have to decide what we want to do with them. So we're going to draw our first cards. And the beginning of the game always comes with a preset deck, but as you play, it's going to randomize and it's going to become bigger and smaller based on your decisions. So our first card here is called Great Tree Concern. So it shows a really cool artwork of the bunny and some food up here with our tree, and it's called the Great Tree's Concern. It says right down here, the forest is full of surprises. Do you want to go on an adventure? And now we have to make our choice. We can choose A, I want to stay near you. If that's our choice, we're going to gain 1 food. If we decide not to and say, sure, I want to go on an adventure, then we're going to grab card 6. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm here for an adventure. So we're going to go ahead and grab card 6. That means we're going to take the card 6 from our blue deck and place it right over here in the future area. So those are going to be cards we may see in the future. Now, if we look at this card, there are 2 different choices here. A and B have arrows at the end. The A arrow means that you would go ahead and flip this card and put it into the future. But the arrow going this way means that you're going to flip the card and put it into the past. So now that that card has been chosen, we decide to go on an adventure. We put our first card in the past. We're going to grab our next card from the upcoming deck. And this one says, Great Tree's Company. So now we have 2 choices here. We can either play with the Great Tree and gain an energy, or we can talk with the Great Tree and gain a book. Well, remember, our quest is to gain these books, so I think it'd be probably best if we talk to him to gain these books. I mean, knowledge is power, right? That's the way it works. So we're going to go ahead and gain a knowledge, and we're going to put this into the past. So we're going to go ahead and take one of our knowledge cubes and put it in the non-physical area here. With that done, we're going to go ahead and grab our next card. Our next card is Carrot Harvesting. So again, we can choose if we want to A, harvest with bare hands, which means we'll gain 1 carrot. Or we could use tools to help you. Well, sadly, we do not have any tools, so we can't gain the +3 carrots. But if you had these tools in your inventory, you could go ahead and use them to do this. But since we don't, we're just going to gain a carrot, and we're going to go ahead and put this into the future. So just like our knowledge, I'm going to go ahead and put our carrot right down there. Now continuing on, we're going to grab our next card from our upcoming card holder, and it says Part-Time Cleaner. And again, we can work casually to gain 1 gold. Or if we want to, we can work hard, but it's going to cost us an energy, but we gain 3 gold. But sadly, I don't have any energy right now, because remember, we decided to learn from the tree, not play with the tree. So we're going to be able to work casually, gaining ourselves 1 gold. And we're going to place the gold right down here next to our carrot. Now this card is going to go into the future, and if you notice, both of these lines, we're going to send it to the future. So this card is, no matter what, always going to be coming up, but that's a way that it kind of keeps going with you being able to gain some of these resources. So we're going to go ahead and flip that card and put it in the future, and then we're going to go ahead and take our last card, and it is Mr. Deer Shop. He's able to do stuff for us. It says, hello, all foods in my shop are fresh. And at this point, we can buy any foods, or we can sell any food. So let's go ahead and take a look at the resource we have. We have a carrot and we have 1 gold. I think it'd be wise to take advantage of this. The reason I feel we should take advantage of this card is when we move into the night phase, we're going to have to spend an energy or we're going to lose a health, and that's going to be good. So we're going to buy a carrot from her. We're going to take our carrot and put it right there. We have 2 carrots and 1 knowledge. Now this is yet another card that is going to go into the future. Now that we've completed all the cards from our upcoming deck holder, we're going to go ahead and move into the night phase, which is all going to take place on this card. The first thing we can do during our night phase is we can put 1 or 2 of our quest tokens up into the area to complete the quest. And we're going to put our knowledge up there. We're going to place 1 knowledge right there. Now we need 1 more, and then we complete the chapter here. Next thing we have to do is we have to spend 2 energy during the night phase. If we don't have an energy, we have to move one of our health cubes over there, and that's going to be pretty bad because we only have 3. And once we run out, it's going to be all done for our Mr. Bunny here. So we're going to go ahead and trade in an energy. Now to do that, we have 2 carrots, and at any time we can trade in 2 carrots to gain 1 energy. So we're going to choose to trade in those 2 carrots to get an energy. We're going to put it right down here on number 1. The last thing we have to do is shuffle up our future deck and put it into the upcoming deck holder. So we're going to take all these cards and shuffle them up. And we're going to place them right up here in our upcoming deck holder. Now, of course, some of those we've seen before, but now we don't know what order they're going to be coming out. Now, of course, the cards from the past, they get discarded. We're done. We're not going to see any of those again. And we're going to begin our upcoming deck holder and start our mission again to try to find that last knowledge. So we're going to go ahead and draw our first card, and we have found, oh, it's Mr. Deer Shop again. Now, we don't have any resources at all, so we cannot take advantage of Mr. Deer Shop, but we're going to go ahead and put him into the future. Maybe he'll come back when we have some money or some carrots. Our next one says, oh, what's this? Unfamiliar environment. It says, get hit by something. Wow, that's terrible. Oh, look at this. We lost a heart, and we're going to gain 2 fear, but then we get to put card 9 into the deck holder. Let's see how that works. So the first thing we have to do is lose 1 health. Wow, we're already 1/3 of the way to not being able to complete this. Then we're going to go ahead and take 2 fear. We're going to place them right down here. Now we fill this up with fear. I can't even gain any more knowledge. Now the next thing it tells us to do is we have to put card 9 into the deck holder so that it's the next card we're going to draw. So I'm going to put that right up here, and it's ready to go. Next thing we have to do is this one has an arrow pointing that way, so it goes into the past. Thank goodness we're never going to hit on the head again. That's going to be really good. Now let's go ahead and continue our journey. Now we're going to go ahead and take that card number 9 and see what it says. It says, a pile of apples. Oh, look at this. Keep the apples if we get 3 carrots. Okay, they might not be carrots, but they're apples. We'll take them. Then I also get to place cards 7 and 8 into the future. And we're going to go ahead and grab our 3 carrots and put them down with our resources. So these 3 carrots are going to go here. Wow, we're going to be able to feast tonight on apples, carrots. That's going to be awesome. This card is then going to go into the past. We're going to draw our next card, and it is our part-time cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and gain my gold and put it with all those carrots. This is going to go into the future. Now, of course, if I had an energy, I could choose the 3 gold, but I don't have any energy. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. I could give up 2 carrots right now for an energy if I chose to be able to get these 3 gold, but I think we're going to be okay. I don't think energy is going to be what I need. I'm only going to use energy, I think, when we have to go to the night phase. Unless I find something that I'd like to buy for 3 gold, then that'd be fantastic. Well, now we go to our harvest card. We're going to have to harvest again with our bare hands, so I'm going to gain 1 more carrot. We have 4 carrots and 1 gold. That's really good. Of course, we have 2 fear as well. Now, this is going to go into the future, and that's the end of our upcoming card, so we have to go into the night phase again. So at this point, I am going to discard 2 carrots to gain an energy, because we're going to have to put any knowledge we have up there so we can complete our quest. We don't have any, so we can't do that, but we do have to pay 1 energy or a heart to continue our journey. I'm going to go ahead and put our energy there. The next thing I have to do is take all the cards again from the past and mix them up. And again, like I said, you're going to see cards that you've seen before, but you're also going to be gaining these new cards. So it's a fun little way of doing this adventure. So we're going to mix these all up, and we're going to place them right back up in that card holder there. All right, and then we're going to continue our adventure. All right, let's continue our adventure. And we got our first card. It says, Little Owl's Bookshelf. Oh, it says, hi, Eila. I love reading. Do you? Buy a book. 2. I can buy a book for $2 and I get 1 knowledge, but I only have 1. Oh, maybe I should have decided to use my energy that one time to get money, but I didn't. All right, but this goes into the future, so we will see this card again, and we have to try to remember to get $2 this time so we can buy that book. Let's see what else happens to us. Oh, we got our part-time cleaner again, so at least we're making some money. I got another $1. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now I wonder if I should sell my 2 carrots for an energy. I think I'm going to. I'm going to get my energy, because then I can get $3. So instead of 1, we're going to have 4. That's going to be awesome. We're going to gain 4 gold. Or 3 gold, sorry. We're going to gain 3 gold total. So I have 3 gold now. So now we have a total of 4. I'm sorry, a total of 4 gold down here, which is going to be great, because now we know we could buy that book when we see it next time. We're going to go ahead and flip that card. We're going to draw our next card. We have Mr. Deer Shop. Now, Mr. Deer Shop, I'm going to sell him 1 of our coins to get a carrot, because I'm going to need 2 carrots in order to gain an energy, in order to not have to lose an health when we go into our next night phase. Here's our harvest card. I'm going to gain a carrot, and we're going to move that into the future. Gain our last 1. What's this? Oh, it says a crossroad. Should we turn left or should we turn right? I don't know which way to go. Oh, either one is going to be the next card placed into the thing. Let's look at the card. All right, the card looks like maybe food is that way, and maybe an angry bear or a hungry bear maybe is that way. I think we're going to go ahead and go to the right then. I don't think I want to meet any type of bears because bunnies and bears probably don't mix. So we're going to go ahead and take card number 11 from our red stack here, and we're going to place it into our card holder here, and it's going to be our next card we're going to draw. So we're going to put this into the future because we're able to come back to that if we want to and maybe decide to go the other way next time. So here's our last card. It's number 11. And it says, make friends. Let's play together, it says. Play with squirrel. I get to lose one of my fear. That's going to help. So we're going to lose one of our fear. And then this symbol right here means it's a reoccurring event. It's going to go back into its deck that it came from. So we're going to place that back in our red deck with our 10 card and put it there. And we've gone ahead and done our entire next set of upcoming cards. So we're going to move into the night phase. So again, we're going to gain 1 energy by eating our 2 carrots. Then we're going to go ahead and put up our knowledge. We don't have any yet again, but I'm going to put up my energy so that we don't lose the quest. That'd be fantastic. What a way to go. We lose our Prelude quest. All right, we have 3 gold and 1 fear still. Next thing we have to do, of course, is mix up our cards to become our next upcoming events. And we're going to go ahead and put them back in the holder. And then I can discard these if I want. Or, you could just keep them there. It's up to you if you want to make a big stack, but I'm going to go ahead and discard them this time. And now let's see if we can find that owl. So our first card is part-time cleaner. So we're going to go ahead and gain 1 gold again. We're up to 4 gold yet again, and this is going to go into the future. The next one we're going to gain is, it's our crossroads again. Oh, should we go check on the bear this time? I checked on the other guy last time. I think we're going to check on the bear. We're going to go ahead and put card 10 into our card holder, and we're going to draw it next. So let's see what it is. It is Chef Bear's restaurant. Oh, he's not going to eat us. Oh, instead he could cook carrots for food, but I don't have any carrots right now. Oh, that's too bad. It says, hello, Eila. Are you hungry? Oh, I'm not actually hungry. I don't have any carrots. So we're going to go ahead now. Again, this has the symbol. That means we're going to maybe seeing that card again. I'm going to put it back in our stack up there. Our next card is, here's our owl. This time we're going to sell our 2 gold to gain ourselves 1 knowledge. And I'm going to put that down with our fear. We have 1 knowledge and 1 fear. Again, this goes into the future. We can see it again. And here's our deer shop. I'm going to sell 2 gold to gain 2 carrots because we don't have any carrots yet. We're going to gain 2 carrots. That's going to be awesome. All right, we're going to put that over here. And the next thing we're going to do is pull out, this is our carrot harvesting. Maybe I only should have bought 1 carrot. Oh, well, we've got 1 more carrot. So we have 3 carrots, 1 knowledge, and 2 fear. And that's, again, going to be the end of our upcoming cards. Let's do our night phase. Now, again, the first thing we do is put our knowledge up there, and I think once you do that, you're done. You don't have to complete the rest. But if we did, we could also sell our eat our carrots to gain an energy and put that up there, and we'd also shuffle these back up and put them up there, but we have made it through the Prelude quest. This is really cool. I'm a big fan of how this cards and everything interact. I like the idea of using resources along with an adventure game, and it's very fun. Now, this is for ages 7 up, which is really cool because I have kids that might be really interested in something like this. I'm excited to play this with my 10-year-old and see what he has to say. And now that we've finished our Prelude quest, we can go ahead and look at our neat little comic book that we have here. So as you complete them, you're going to be able to read these comic books. Now, there's no words in these comics. It really just is all pictures. And it looks like it's the bunny just kind of hanging out with his tree. They're having a good time. And I think this is going to kind of culminate with the end of our last thing. And he looks like he's sleeping a lot, kind of like everybody else wishes they could be. But as he's up here in the tree, look, he does see something shiny. And that's where our mission is going to begin in our next chapter. We're going to be going into chapter 1. But that's where I'm going to stop for now. I would like to do the next chapter, and I am going to put that in my next video. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and check that out. If not, this is where your Prelude is going to stop, and you can choose what to do. If you're interested in backing this Kickstarter, please check it out. I'm really interested in this game. This game looks really cool. I love the way the art is. It's such a loving little carefree art system here. It looks really nice. It looks really cool. Also, I'm interested to see how these items and some of these habits play into effect here. So those are going to probably take place in the next chapter as well. So if you're interested in seeing how those play into this, that would be great too. Now, I know a lot of the choices in this Prelude quest were really they weren't really groundbreaking, and it really wasn't something that was going to change the world. But as the Kickstarter goes, I know they're going to have multiple chapters, and it's already been determined that there are going to be cards that you're never going to see unless you play through it multiple times, because you're going to be trying to complete these objectives, and some cards may come into effect during other things, and you're never going to see everything unless you play it all. So that's a really cool concept, that it's not just going to be one adventure, you're done and you're over. You could play this a few other times. Now, of course, the Prelude quest, we really did see all the cards. So the Prelude is probably going to be something not as similar to all the rest of the chapters, but at least you see the mechanics and how the game all plays out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol. You'll know when the next part of this playthrough comes out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. What do you think of this game? Now, of course, it's a solo adventure-driven card game with resource management for ages 7 and up, and I'm pretty excited for this. I hope I was able to help you make an informative decision on whether or not you want to back Eila and Something Shiny by Ice Make Games. Now, if you're excited to see what will happen to Eila in the future, then I need you to meet me at the table.